Hi friends, this is my second video on Tickle. In my first part, I have given brief introduction about the Tickle. In this video, we will take it a little far and learn some more basic commands or tasks that we can do using Tickle. In the last video, we saw basic definition of Tickle, what Tickle is about. We also saw how to set a variable, use of puts, and how to define an arithmetic operation. In today's video, we'll be taking a little far about the variables and we'll be seeing use or we'll be learning more about the variables. Apart from that, I am going to explain some basic commands used for Linux. Before we proceed, let's do a recap of the last video. So Tickle is tool command language. It is a shell language which is basically used for shell scripting, developing programs, and developing EDA tools. It was developed by John Oosterhout, who used to work in University of California in Berkeley in 1988. TCL is pronounced it as Tickle, and it is backbone of many EDA tools and widely used in semiconductor industry. The entire tutorial will be focusing on Tickle and how we are going to use it for the semiconductor industry. It also supports multiple programming styles such as object-oriented, functional, imperative, or procedural. I have given a brief description about these styles in my video, like previous video, and we are going to learn about these styles in depth in my upcoming videos. So, let us start with Tickle for Linux. So when I say Tickle for Linux, like we have Windows, Mac OS, we have Linux, Unix shells and OSs where mostly like basic programming is done. In semiconductor industry, these shells are widely used and all of our work related to developing a semiconductor chip, writing codes for semiconductor chip, developing layout for semiconductor chip, all these things are done on Linux shells because they are more secure. Now, when we start a shell, it can be a type of bash shell or it can be a C shell. So any type of shell can be there. You will have to convert that type of shell into Tickle shell. So we write TCL sh to convert a C shell or a bash shell or a K shell into Tickle shell. Now since this is already a Tickle shell, this command will not do like you won't see any output of this command. And if we want to exit this shell, we'll simply write exit and press enter. Now again, because this is already a Tickle shell, that's why we are not seeing any processing happening here. And otherwise, you'll see that TCL sh command converts any shell, like any bash shell, K shell, or C shell to Tickle shell. Now, if I want to clear this screen, I'll write CLS and that will clear my screen. Uh, Now if I want to repeat my previous command, this is what I'll do. Now my previous command was CLS. So when I am pressing enter, it is clearing my screen again and you see a clean screen. You can use up arrows as well. However, if your command is very long or if sometimes you can use this which is pretty easy or handy. Now, what other type of commands are there in your shell? So you can simply write info commands, press enter, and it will give you some of the commands that you can use, like lipres. So we will be learning about all these commands in my upcoming videos slowly, one by one. But in general, if you just want to take a look on all the commands that are present in your shell, it will give you a few of the commands. Like out of all, there are few of the commands which are predefined in your particular package. So here are my commands like which are defined in this particular package, and there are others as well which we'll be seeing slowly in upcoming videos which will be seeing. Yeah. Now, in last video we saw some basic variables and how to store a value in that variable, how to delete the value of the variable. Let's see them. Let's do a recap of the video one by quick examples. So if I want to set a value in any variable, I'll write set a 1. So now this is setting value of 1 in the variable a. Now let us see these variables more and in depth. These variables, they are case sensitive, okay, and they can have different values. Now on my screen, if you see, I have taken a lowercase a and I have taken an uppercase a. With the lowercase a, I am defining value 1, and with uppercase a, I am defining value 2. When I'm putting the value of a with uppercase, it's returning 2, and with lowercase, it's returning 1. Hence, tickle defining variables in tickle is case sensitive. That's why I'm saying it as case sensitive. So, in the last video, this is how we were setting the values, and this is how we were printing it. Now, if I want to unset the value, let's say I want to delete the value of the uh, uppercase A, then I'll just write unset A. Now, if I do puts $A, see, can't read A, no such variable, just because I did unset A. However, my lowercase a will still have its value retained. Okay, so this is how it is case sensitive, and this is how you can unset a value of a variable. In the last video, we saw that for arithmetic operations, we use keyword expr, which we'll be going to see more about that in my upcoming videos. Today, we'll be discussing more about the variables. So I explained that variables are case sensitive. Now these variables can be composed of numbers, characters, anything. Now let's say set to 20 puts $2. So here my variable doesn't need to be a letter. It can be a number as well. My variable can be a letter, it can be a number, it can be a character as well. Set hash 4 puts $hash. Now, here's a catch. When I'm doing puts $hash, it won't be printing directly the value of hash because hash is a special character. Hence, I'll have to use braces here. So this is basically known as word grouping and substitution. For this, we'll be learning more about this in my upcoming videos. Just to give you an idea, you can put any kind of, like you can put decimal values also in a, you can put hexadecimal value also in a, like 1x0. Oh, set q. So hexadecimal value can also be put. Then you can put a number also, sorry, a string also. Set a as class. Puts $a, you see class. So Any type of value, that is either a number, a binary number, an integer, or a string, a hexadecimal number, octal number, any kind of variable value can be put into a variable. And a variable can either be a name like a letter, a character, a number, and variables are case sensitive. So this is all about today's class, and I'll take your leave now. If you have any doubts, please put in the comment section. We'll see you tomorrow in next video with word grouping and substitution, that is the use of braces in the video. Thank you all.